I have one of 2,000. 443.7. Okay.
We're staying at the same level?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess so. Gosh, I'm so tempted to go down there. Simply purpose of this. Sure. I'll do it this summer, as long as it's not, bad idea.
Is he gonna be able to see the pump and all that?
You want me to hold that for you? I can hold in as well. I think it's kind of.
I think we'll be, yeah,
Really
that's
good.
right there. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Just do that.
Awesome.
There's a couple people finally logging in, but the video will just continue to like air afterward, after we throw it. That's where.
Oh, I see. That is cool.
Hey guys. So those that are curious what's going on, real quick, I'm up at the hospital. Part of my pain condition with the arachnoiditis, I had that Baclofen pump I talked about last night. If anybody's there for life, we have like a hockey puck sized disc over here in my abdomen that can come in every 2 or 3 months to get it refilled. Deliver the medication through a small little catheter back in my spinal cord and helps to calm down some of the pain that I deal with on that. So, yeah, anyways, good doctor and everybody else says we're cool to throw it on here. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and ask away. Andrea should be hopefully logging on at home to talk.
Not allergic to the cleaning stuff?
Nope. Just allergic if you jiggle it on the camera. Try not to jiggle my belly too bad.
It looks fine. Last night, we had a couple of people asking about the arachnoiditis stuff and what we did to treat it. Somebody had their son. Sorry, I can see a little bit of your comments. A couple of you guys that I recognize off the regular crew, but I'll hit your comments up when we're done with this and read back to them if you want. But I'm gonna try not to be the biggest pest in the world on this. So I'm just getting set up right now to stick a needle through there into the Baclofen pump that's in there. And then I'll take out what's left of the old medication and put good new stuff in. Alright, here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Good shot.
I better be if I'm on camera. So we're expecting about 3.4 out. And I guess just so your team on there is aware, we do this sterilely, just because of, like you said, where the catheter is at to your spinal cord. So don't want to bring infection.
Yeah, so you guys heard that or not? Just talking about the sterile operation on doing this because of the fact that the pump has a direct route to my spinal cord, so everything's done super sterile.
Do you want to sit?
This is Dr. Park here. Man, letting this happen, so loading up the new medication. Pretty crazy. We've tried so many different medications in the pump too, and all they've done is aggravated everything. So it's kind of interesting. Yeah.
did the smell toxin, I tried doing the hydromorphone in it, so I wouldn't have to inject and different things and all that. All those other ones just made my pain just berserk. It was pretty rough.
Okay, needle coming out.
And on these palms, they come in two different sizes. I went with the little dainty one because I didn't want a big thing hanging out over my belt. Like this one already snags over my belt and everything. That one, usually the big one takes 2 of those containers and then you don't have to come in as often.
And then no change, just filling up the tank.
Correct, yeah.
Okay. So that's all I'm doing is just filling up the tank. Everything else is the same.
Perfect,
Okay.
thank you.
All right, we will update it.
Dan, you know, since the last time you got your pump, you know, your personal care, you know, moving around, transferring, positioning, was that been okay?
Yeah, I've actually noticed like, I don't know, and I don't know if it's who I should talk to about, eventually maybe rescanning or just checking like the hardware and stuff out, make sure everything's okay, cause,
The pump?
sorry, and it did like, no, the back hardware.
The hardware.
I know we're coming up on having to swap this thing out soon anyways, right?
That's last till for the last 7 years or so. So, yeah.
Yeah, I think like 8 years.
And then our physical therapist, Rob, is on top of that. You know, when that comes around, he'll let me know to say, hey, Dane's pump's about to expire. We need to get in with the neurosurgery to replace it. So he lets me know usually. So
That's good. I was gonna kick that modafinil that, after I talked to you, that stimulant I was telling you, figuring out the sleep issues, and
Yeah.
I thought it was making it worse.
yeah, modafinil is a stimulant, as you know. Yeah, so
Like it was making me even more tired and like, it
Yeah.
had the reverse effect.
weird. Yeah,
Really
it's
weird.
paradoxical effect, like opposite effect.
I ended up upping the dose like crazy, like I'm on doing the 400 milligrams like
Mhm.
once a day, and it seems like it works, but I don't feel like any different when I take it. But man, like if I haven't been eating and I check my blood pressure, like it's insane. Like a couple of times, um,
How high does it go?
I did a picture of it, and it was like it was 2 something over.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it was like I called my doctor. And I was
Yeah.
like, hey,
That's
is bad
too high.
news or what? It was like 245 over like 1.
Yeah, when that happens, it is right to call a doctor. Yeah, that is dangerous blood pressure.
And I think there were a couple of things that added to that for that day or whatever, or this happened twice, and I like noticed like my vision went like blurry-ish, and I was like, man, what's for this? Like, what's going on? Like the only thing I could think about was like the dosing stuff that I changed.
Yeah.
The blood pressure cuff, and I was checking that. Man, I kept checking it back and forth. I was like, that's not right. That shouldn't be there.
What's your blood pressure like usually?
It's always been high, even though I take the losartan now. Like I quit taking it for a while, but then I got back on this stimulant. I just went back onto that too. But it's always been like, I don't know,
Like 150s, 160s, is it?
yeah, over 80s and 90s.
Yeah, that's too high actually.
I don't like. What do I need to do to ever get it down? Like,
So if we think
That's
that
what I-
medication is causing this, obviously stopping the medication, right? And so we won't know until we stop the medication. Is it medication effect or is it just your body generally high blood pressure? If it's just body being, you know, naturally being high blood pressure, we use medication to bring it down.
see, it's been that way my entire
Yeah,
adult life. I always come in and the first blood pressure's always high, and then they'll do a second one and be like, well, it's still up there, but that was even before my injury. But then
Okay.
after my injury, it's been like my heart rate's like double what it ever used to be,
Right.
like nonstop, just with like the pain or whatever. And
I mean, pain can definitely drive the heart rate going up at 100%, but blood pressure should go up, but then not that high, you know?
That was like, that week was the only time I ever experienced that number, but before that, like, I did notice like the bottom number, I remember it was like 118 one time, and then the
Yeah.
next day was when it was like, the bottom number was like way crazy, like 150 or 60 or something, it was really crazy.
Is Dr. Wynn giving you the losartan?
Yeah.
Did he, Dr. Wynn talked about, wants to go up on the losartan or not?
We talked about it. I think we're gonna hit it up in the next appointment.
Okay,
so
yeah.
that I can do it twice, like do the 2 milligrams, I guess.
That's right, yeah. So
I wasn't
even
sure to do
the
it.
higher dose, I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, it's like take it at the same time or like.
Yeah, oh yeah, same time. It's it lasts all day, so yeah. I would go, double
I
that
was trying
medicine.
to, I was gonna try and hit up before that he did mention do the next one and see what that does. So.
Cool.
That big jump was like last week and we started messing with that dose.
Yeah, medication does, yeah. Well, yeah, do give us a call or your Dr. Wayne or whoever if blood pressure goes above 180, okay? And the symptom is always like, headaches, number one, flushing.
I've never had
Headaches, okay.
Even when it was that and like my vision was a little bit blurrier than normal, like I didn't have any weird headaches.
Okay. So, blurry vision is one of the side effects of the hypertension. So,
I read online when I punched my blood pressure thing and I saw that and I was like, okay, well that makes sense but that was like the only time I've ever like noticed that part of it. Other than that, like I don't know, I don't ever get headaches. I don't ever get like other stuff when people say like look for fevers. I swear like never get fevers.
Yeah, no, not usually. Headaches and blurry vision, that will be like one of those top two things with the hypertension like that. I'm almost like tempted to tell you to just start doubling the dose. If it's still that high.
That's what Dr. Wynn was saying.
And if Dr. Wynn's okay with it, just double it. You're taking
1 milligram. Or
50 milligrams,
yeah,
one tablet.
one tablet, 50
Yeah, so I
milligrams,
think you
yeah.
can do like 100 milligrams max
That's
dose.
what he said was a max.
Yeah, so double it. So I think you'll be okay with with the blood pressure that high. I think it'll be okay. And
The
just let him
100,
know that
take it 100 milligrams.
yeah, my blood pressure's been this high, and then my PM&R doctor said I think you should double the meds and go with that and see what he thinks. I'm sure
He'll be on board because he mentioned it too, but just
Okay.
I was gonna do a follow-up appointment where we went over a couple of things and then
Okay.
just haven't done it yet.
Anything else I can help you with there?
No, I don't think so.
All right. Well, I'll see you next time. Okay.
All right, cool. Appreciate it. Thanks.
Alright, let's get you scheduled.
All right. Let's see here. Let's see. See, I should have been reading questions. Everybody's listening, hearing up. Everybody's got some good advice on stuff. Let's see.
Nice.
So, anybody that's still wondering what's going on, I just came up to the hospital for a Baclofen pump refill. I have a pain pump down here. So we're just gonna finish doing an appointment and then get back to giving you guys some questions. The Baclofen pump, let's see, Baclofen, the pump is not considered a narcotic, is it?
No.
This is, the Baclofen, it was an oral pill I was taking before, but like the oral stuff didn't never do anything for me. It's actually weird and a long story as to why we did the Baclofen pump. But anyways, the Baclofen pump is this hockey puck thing right here. You can kind of see my shirt, but it's in my belly. And then it usually lasts about 3 months. So I was just asking. It's good for generally. So 3 months long, and then I gotta do another refill.
Yeah, the pump device it has a lifetime of, I believe, 7 years. And
Yeah,
then
right.
depending on your dose is how frequently we need to refill it.
Gotcha. I think I'm at a year countdown now for the.
Yeah, you have 13 months ago.
Is it for the new pump?
Mhm.
Kind of freaks me out because the first one got infected and it was
Oh,
a
shoot.
mess. Like, so yeah, I didn't have good luck with getting the pump. So the first one, God, the first they did the pump and then the catheter had pulled out of my spinal cord.
Oh,
It was
I see.
just injecting the medicine like inside my body.
Wow.
And they got that back in, and then it caused an infection, and that went on for like 6 months, where I was just like getting worse and worse in pain and stuff.
Ooh.
Finally did an MRI and found out that it had like rotted all the discs in between my lower vertebrae from the infection.
Wow.
And I ended up having to, eventually I had to fight to get them to pull the pump out because the neuro team didn't want to pull the pump because there was an infection, and the infection, people didn't want to do anything with the infection because the pump was still there. So
Wow.
it was like for 4 months we were at like a gridlock and nobody would do anything.
That's not good.
It was a mess, but anyways, so
You're here now,
yeah,
much better, so that's good.
yeah,
Um,
it was a joke.
so we do need to get you refilled before March 4th.
Okay.
So as you know, we like to do about a week or so before, just in case anything happens. So that'll put us in the week of the 20th of February.
Okay.
Actually, it looks like Dr. Park is out during that time. We can do, let's see, if we do the week of, which would be the 27th, that's a Monday.
That's fine.
Would that work for you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I had it where it's gone low and
Beyond.
you get the alarms going off and stuff
Oh, I saw, yeah.
a couple times.
Um,
It's trippy when you're like, wait, whose phone is that beeping?
No,
Like
that's
you hear
you.
it like once an hour or whatever.
All right, so, Dr. Park's here on Monday, starting at 1. The time works. for
Sounds
you.
good. That's a
1
good
o'clock?
time. Yeah.
Okay, so that'll be the 27th of February. And you have my chart, so you should see that come through there as well.
I have a huge question or favor.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of the other nurse, the other male guy that was here. Is he-
Robert?
Yeah, is it Robert?
Yeah, he's the other
Usually
nurse.
return- Yeah, so Robert has in the past, like, let me get a box of gloves while I was here. You ever done
Gloves?
that? Yeah.
Like those? Yeah, what size?
Large.
Yeah. Yeah.
Usually Robert would just like bring it in back when I was coming with him all the time.
Oh, really?
It's just like a thing.
I don't know the routine.
But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I'll go grab this
Not
one.
if it's not. He didn't do it if that's not cool.
Okay, we got you all scheduled for Monday the 27th of February at 1 p.m. Okay?
Awesome.
And I'll go grab those for you.
Nice when you got a team that you got some rapport with. Awesome.
Okay, all set?
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Alright.
And thanks for letting me run the video.
Yeah, that's cool.
Read this stuff. That was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really been crazy. Like, too, that have been trying to figure out what their pain is. It's
Sure.
similar to that. One guy was like 15 years post his spinal injury. Lives up in Canada, and I talked to him for several hours, and then he like had messaged me and was begging for me to call him. So he called, and he's like in tears. He's like, "Dude, what is that?" He's like, "I saw your like on there's some videos where I'm like having the pain attack.
Yeah.
That's from the nerve pain, and he's like, that's the only. And he's like, that's got to be everything that I've got. Like, what is this? He's like, my doctors have been trying to figure it out forever, and nobody's got any answers. It took me 4.5 years of like coming back and forth every week trying to figure it out.
Wow.
And eventually everybody was like, you have a spinal cord injury, like you have chronic pain now. So if you have normal pain, it's gonna seem stronger. So maybe that's all it is. Like just because like every other option with pills and everything, like nothing was working. We tried every medication, nothing was working. But finally, I came into the ER when I was just having like a major gridlock screaming attack, and one of the fellows. There was two fellows at the end of the bed, and the doctor was talking to me, and the two fellows were like, "Hey, this is like that arachnoiditis that we talked about or whatever." And I was like I couldn't even talk. I was in so much pain when I was there. But like
Wow.
later on, we looked it up, and we got up to our room, and it was like verbatim. I was like, "Holy shit! Finally, I figured it out. Like, what is it like?" And then I had to find
Wow.
a specialist, and that took another
Mhm.
year almost to find somebody that would like
Crazy.
one of the specialists that would like had room to like see somebody.
Yeah.
So it was a process, but so it's a hard thing
Mm.
when you got something weird like that off the normal path.
Mhm.
Nobody knows what to do with it. But
Right.
anyways, it was been crazy with our social media channel. There's probably been a dozen people that are like self-diagnosed to that point, and they
Sure.
tell them how to go print the paper off from the doctor that I oversee, and then they take it to their doctor to see if they can confirm it. It's been crazy. But
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you're doing this. It seems
Yeah,
like
it's
you're
been
reaching
awesome.
a bunch of people and helping them out, figuring out things for them as well. So.
Yeah, you have to check it out. Well,
Yeah,
get
I
this one
will.
posted. It's the wheelchair dad.
The wheelchair dad?
Yeah, so like on YouTube or TikTok or
That's fantastic.
Instagram, but or
Okay.
you can go to just thewheelchairdad.com, and
Okay.
that's like our landing page for everything.
Okay.
But
That's awesome. Cool.
pretty crazy. So
Well, the next time you come in, that'll be on my to-do list to make sure I check it out before you come in. That'll be my homework.
right on. Yeah, hopefully
Yeah.
we can keep on. I want to break that million mark by the end of December.
Oh, I
so.
bet you will. Yeah, at this pace.
Been
for sure.
super insane. Yeah,
Mhm.
it's been crazy.
Awesome. Well, cool. Lovely seeing you today.
All right, bud,
We'll see you
appreciate it.
next time.
All right, thanks.
Happy holidays, okay?
You too. Thank you. All right. Okay, so got the pump refilled, and let me read back through a couple of things, you guys. Let's see, Leanne. Sorry, I just barely turned into you guys' comments. I can go back and see what you got. Pick line is very different. Let's see. Leanne, let me go back here a little bit. I'm just curious what you're asking about. If you are asking something, maybe not. Let's see. So, Stephanie, are you asking? Let's see. Is it similar to the pick line? So, I can. Yeah. It's Pfizer. Yeah, everything's good here. Just getting a pump refill. I have a pain pump here in my abdomen. Just came up today to get it refilled, and we were talking about it last night on our live, so I figured I'd see if the doctor would let us show it, and we did. So we just did a little live with it. But as far as the Baclofen pump, they use it for a couple of different things, but we do it for the pain management, and it works out pretty good. It helps out with some of the nerve pain that I have, and it works like it's. I guess it has just an insane battery in there. So they put the hockey puck thing in. They put the hockey pucks thing in, and it's got a charge that lasts for 7 years. Let's see. I was asking about adhesions. So, how does the medication connect to you? So, with the adhesive arachnoiditis, so I've got the scarring of the nerves in my spinal cord where they're like scarred together, and then they like adhere or they're like stuck to the side wall inside my spinal cord. And then that whole condition is just really super painful. So that's what the adhesive arachnoiditis is. So you have arachnoiditis, which is where just the scarring of the nerves to that arachnoid lining, and then the adhesive arachnoiditis, where it's like stuck to the sidewall. It's like the next part where it just turns into a bear as far as pain stuff goes. So we get the pump. It's just one thing that we found as a way to treat some of the pain. and make it manageable so that we can get it with other things, so that I can make it through the day with being a dad and a husband and being present in the moment. So I've got the pump here, and then it has a small little catheter or little tiny hose that goes around to my spinal cord, or like through the muscle or fat, through my abdomen to the spinal cord. And then the level that they put that catheter in, so where I have a L1 burst fracture, they put the catheter in just slightly above that, and then when the Baclofen medication goes into that area in my spinal cord, it's a heavy medication, so it sinks down, and anything from that level down gets affected by the Baclofen. Oral Baclofen is a little bit different. You take it and it just kind of depresses everything. It's like a muscle relaxer to help with spasms and stuff, but it makes you really tired and weakens your muscles if you're trying to do physical therapy to walk or stand or anything like that. It makes it difficult, and I hated the oral stuff. It didn't seem to work, so I'd taken myself off of it through our things of experimenting what worked with the pain, and then through all the other different trials and things, we ended up doing the Baclofen pump, which is weird. We did a trial of the medication before we did the huge surgery to put it in, and the trial went amazing. Like, it pretty much took all of my pain away for about 8 hours, and it was just remarkable. It was so cool, and I hoped and had wished that this pump would have done the exact same thing as far as the strength with the like it does. So you've got this hockey puck sized disc in there, and it has a little thing that spins around inside of it and kind of massages the hose from. It takes the medication out of the reservoir and then like moves it into the spinal cord area. So every 4 hours it does like a bolus dose where it like gives me my dose of it, and then the rest of the time it does like a constant basal rate where it just does like a really small trickle in there to keep the medication consistent through the day. But anyways, I never did do anything like the trial, but it does help, so that's what we've decided to keep, and the option we went to try to help out. It does all right. It's crazy, the hockey puck thing, the pump, will last for it's supposed to last at least 7 years before they have to replace it. So I don't do any like charging or anything like that. It's just on that 7-year battery, and then they will have to do another surgery in about 13 months to do it. And so, thanks, Karen. We'll be doing that before too long. Probably feel like it's here tomorrow. But yeah, it's been a very helpful tool for me, to bring me back to where I can be in the moment at home with being a dad. So it's been awesome. But anyways, it just came down today to get that refilled. Talk about it a little bit more to people that were curious about it, and yeah, we've tried different medications. Pump. I kind of was talking a little bit about too. Hello, David from Dolphin Panda. Hey, Dolphin Panda. I got a crew online here. It's Stephanie. Hey, guys. Oh, happy birthday, Dolphin Panda, huh? Awesome. What birthday are we at? Where's the birthday party? Grab my stuff here. Alright. Make it bigger. Hey, we'll just carry this stuff. There it is. So if that answered any of their questions, if you have anything else, throw it at us. Throw it at me. I'll try and answer it while I'm getting out of here. Sure thing, Stephanie. Kind of a boring medical day, but I don't know. And just got on something for the medication. So, thanks, Ann. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate it. Love you too. See, for new people or people floating through here that are wondering how we know a lot of the names on some of these people in here, we've got a cool little family building that's coming together on our site with our members, our paying members. We have a Wednesday morning show that we are trying to do. Well, we're committed to doing every week. And those who are paying members are able to watch that and comment on it. Right now, YouTube is still trying to figure out how to, I guess, get it set up, because they told us what to advertise with it. It's supposed to be a members only view also, but apparently everybody can view it, but only members can comment right now on the morning show thing. So on the little morning chat, but everybody that has like a cool star or emblem next to their name over there, those are the members. So when they ask questions and stuff, like, things stand out, and get to be familiar with answering and talking with certain people in there. Oh, Dolphin Panda, you got sick and got the flu. I'm sorry. Andrea had COVID several weeks ago now, and then been back and forth with croup or colds and stuff with the kids and stuff through the house. So knock on wood, I haven't had to get knocked down with anything yet. I do have like seasonal asthma, if you want something like that, but so it kicks up and makes it a little pain in the butt sometimes with breathing, but it's simmered down and getting control of everything. Just trying to take care of our little babies now. How many times did I what? Let's see. David, and I tell you with respect to get closer, my friend, how many times do you have to stay plugged in to eat? Is that for me? Plugged in to eat? I probably missed something important back here with somebody else asking something maybe. I'm not sure if you're just asking like what I eat in a day, because I'm like a big fat dude, or what I got to do to keep the food on. I'm not very good at that, but I wish I was better at my nutrition. David 70 both. So, okay, let's see. So this is for pain management, not insulin diabetic. Correct. So it is for pain management. The Baclofen pump. I think your princess likes it when you get home. Yeah, she'll love it when I get home. I don't know if Andrea's signed in or not. Stephanie, that's sucky to be not feeling good. I'm sorry. It's no fun. This time of year is rough with these sicknesses. So. get out of their room so they can get it cleaned up and get back outside. And then I'll pan back through and see if there's any questions or if anybody has anything to start asking. If I haven't answered anything, feel free to do. Well, feel free. Do a super chat or something if you've got something pending as a question and I'm missing you all together. It'll stand out up top, or you can do like our awesome friends that have already signed up for memberships. If you sign up for a membership, when you ask a question, it stands out like a super chat, kind of. But anyways, if you have any questions, hit me up. If I've ignored you, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to. I was far enough away from the phone I couldn't see. Kim, I was just up here getting a pump refill. I have a Baclofen pump, like a pain pump to help with my adhesive arachnoiditis. So yeah, it's not for diabetic stuff. Yeah, it's crazy that there's, Leanne, as far as this Baclofen pump, is crazy that I don't need to recharge it. It just goes for 7 years. Jenny, so super chat, if you click super chat, it's like where you pay to, you can do like a small amount of characters and do like, I think you can do it for like 99 cents or something, and comment if you have a question. Sometimes it'll, depending on how large your question is, it'll make you like pay more, but then it stands out with a great big colored tag, and then it goes to the top of the screen. And so if you have a question that's getting jostled over and I haven't got to it, that's one way to make sure that I read it and will answer it. It gets hard sometimes to see all the questions with what people are throwing in here sometimes, so I do apologize if I don't get to you. But yeah, so super chat is just that. It's just a way to stand out. And like Ann and Stephanie and a few others on here with Dolphin Panda. Who else am I missing? If you sign up as a member as well, is $2.99 a month. We've got a Wednesday morning show that we do every week. My wife and I, so if you don't know, my wife and I run this Wheelchair Dad channel. 9 years ago, I was in a construction fault accident, broke my back, and I totally understand missing questions. So, Jenny, I have to talk to you about arachnoiditis. And yeah, I'm curious. Do you walk? Are you able to walk still, or can you want to talk about why you have it? So with the pump, yeah, I still have to take other meds too. The pump knocks down. The pump knocks down a percentage of it. I don't know, maybe 40 or 50% of the crazy spasm pains that I would normally have, and then, but it makes it so that I can balance the rest of the pain. So I'm never pain free, but right now I'm at like a 3 or a 4. Just have to put this on so I can head out of here. I'm like a 3 or 4 right now, and Abbas, I'll talk to you about the pump a little bit more too if you want. But let's see. Just totally lost my train of thought. Anyways, I'm gonna go out here and get out of their room so that they can get this clean. See Jenny, so on and off you can walk, but I use a cane or walker, 4-wheel off-road, walker in a chair. I'm gonna read this up in just a second. Let me get out of here. Sorry guys, hang tight. Let's see. You guys. All right, bud. Take care. We'll see ya. Thanks again for everything. How you doing?
Doing well. How are you doing?
Good.
Good.
So, anyways, Sneak out of the way here. Oh, well, let me move outside so I can take my mask off. I need to go have him go get my car anyways. Had to do the what the heck? My mind just went blank.
I use my wheelchair.
I had to use the valet parking today so I could get out of the snow. Hello.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Doing all right. So temperamental, it's so annoying. There you go.
All right. Thank you.
Take care.
You too. Here, so I can pull my mask off. Oof, so cold out there. So, the watching family just joined. So you just, hey, Gene 45, so you just started following, or did you do like the paid membership? So you got the, kind of the two different things, but anyways, finishing off the story, so, oh, Karen, there you are. Oh, what, you just throw a super chat just to show us what's up? Well, thank you, Karen, I appreciate it. That's super cool. So that's what a super chat is and looks like, but normally if you do a super chat, you can ask a question on there and then I'll be able to see it better and stays up at the top of the screen so I can answer you. And anyways, I just appreciate, it's nice when you guys do the super chat anyways. It's nice to have the extra support, so thank you. Been just an amazing journey anyways, but gosh, it's a cold day today, so it's been snowing all day. Looks like we've got about 4 or 5 inches out here of snow. And the roads are super slushy and bad, but I have to tell you, my bad ass van kicked butt today through all the snow. Loved it. Just trudged right along. It was a tank. Thing's cool. We have a great big Nissan NV passenger van and converted it to 4-wheel drive for reasons like this. And it's just it's a beast. So let's see. I want to. I'm sure I've missed some important stuff back here. So I'm going to try to catch up on just the last few things. So if you have questions about the arachnoiditis and stuff, like re-message me. I don't know where people were asking questions. I see Jenny, back to you. See, so you had a fused cervical spine, C5 to 7. Lower spine went terribly wrong and was paralyzed me 2 months out of work. Damaged lower back. Became the arachnoiditis. So do you know if you have like adhesive arachnoiditis, or is it just arachnoiditis? Not just, but and who treats that for you? Like, what do you have that works for it? I'm just curious how you're doing with it. How long have you been dealing with it too? Like, now I'm asking all the questions and super chat you. Now just cope, you and your family are amazing. Thanks, Jenny. Really, a lot of it is just coping. Like I was explaining, as far as my pain stuff goes, even with the Baclofen and everything else, I still constantly have the nerve pain in my legs. It's always at like a level 3 or 4 with pain, and I don't know, goes up and down from there. Well, not down. I guess it goes up from there if I'm having a rough time or a rough day. Let's see. for those who are still just trying to figure out what's going on, came up to get my pain pump refilled up at my hospital. 9 years ago, I was in a construction accident, fell and broke my back. I had 2 children at the time, a single dad, a 2-year-old and a 7-year-old. My wife, she at that time was married someone else, and had 2 kids, also 2 and 7 years old. And then we met, got married, and we have 2 kids together. Anyways, I do use a wheelchair. I have a paraplegic. I broke my back at the L1 levels, so I do have my wheels here. Just waiting for my car to get brought back. So there's the valet up here, so I can get out of the snow to get out today. But anyways, Andrea and I, we just had our 8th year wedding anniversary, and again, as those that don't know, we've got the 6 kids all together, and then we just talk about a lot of the hope and strength and work that we deal with on being a dad who's paraplegic, and some of the challenges that we deal with on a regular basis. Back when I had my injury, there wasn't anything, I swear, I couldn't find anything online. It was really frustrating. I had my divorce finalized when I was in there, and then it was just trying to put everything together from there on. And so Jenny, God, I want to pick your brain on this still. So I don't know if are you familiar with Dr. Forrest Tennant at all and any of his work or studies? If not, look him up. It's like Forrest, Forrest, Tennant, Tennant. He was a doctor in California that was treating me when I first was diagnosed, and he's put a lot of his research online. In fact, he has like a 20 or 30 page packet that you can print off if you feel like you have adhesive arachnoiditis, that you can take to your neuro team, and it explains it to some of them, because a lot of doctors don't have a clue what it is. It took me 4.5 years coming in, just kicking and screaming and in crazy pain, before they were able to figure out anything to do with me. And then we accidentally stumbled into the name of what this was. So I appreciate your questions. Do not know if it's adhesive or not. Spouse specialist on several meds that help bring from a 10 plus to about a 6 or a 7. Yeah, see, it's crazy. Yeah, there's really no. You should email me so we can talk a little bit more. Maybe even get on the phone one of these times. But there's a lot. Like, it never ends, and I've tried everything with the pain management stuff. I've tried a lot of the CBD and the THC, different things. I've tried it, and unfortunately, it didn't work, and haven't found anything that worked yet. And other people that have arachnoiditis comment generally about the same as me, that it might kind of possibly dull some of it a tiny bit, but nothing stops it. And then, like, I hate the trade-off. If I do any of the THC, then I end up super confused and stressed. Yeah. Cool. Appreciate it. Thank you. You need that ticket or anything, or where do I go with that? All right. Cool. Thanks. You too. But if you go to thewheelchairdad.com, just put in thewheelchairdad.com, it'll take you to our landing page, and then you can hit me up on our email there, get in touch and chat. I'm really curious about some of the different things that you are doing or have done. It's rare when somebody else is coming in with too much or with much information about it at all. So And thanks, yeah. I had to try to blend the beard in, so you got to try to keep it big up front there and blend it into nothing. It's hard, but Andrea does a great job cutting my hair. Let's see, Society of Daily- yeah, the arachnoiditis is really rough, so it's just a really crappy, painful thing. It sucks because there isn't much research on it, isn't much help, so the doctors that have done stuff to try to become specialists in it, all the work that they do is just like trying to fake their way through it. So, not fake their way through it. I mean, they're just taking and making their own their own treatment plans. Like there isn't. It's not like any of the medication that they use. They have to go way off the chart on dosing. It's just crazy. So yeah, I dealt with that. Still dealing with it even now with what I have to work with. It's pretty rough to treat. And again, nothing takes the pain away. So it's just managing, getting it to a manageable level. I was getting to a really shitty spot on my pain. Like it was so frustrating. It got to the point I was telling Andrea, I was like, I don't know what to do. Like I can't imagine myself being 40, 50, well, I guess I was close to 40. So I was saying 50, 60 years old or beyond and dealing with that kind of pain every day. I was so exhausted and it would hit so hard all day, every day, where I'd just be like screaming out loud, feeling like I was getting electrocuted. And geez, it was just a mess. So, yeah, I don't know what level you're, like how you explain some of your pain, if it's similar to that, but it can get pretty gnarly. I'm just gonna get in the van here real quick, so give me just a second to make sure my pants aren't gonna fall off when I stand up. I used to have a big man butt back before my injury. Now my pants try to run away on me. Nothing to hold them up. So let me see here. Oh shit. Pooped. Drop my medication. There we go. Just a second there. Alright. Load it in here so I can keep chatting. So, yeah, Andrea and I started this page really last February and trying to educate people about adhesive arachnoiditis, but also just do share our lives and what we do with being a paraplegic daddy, and some of the challenges that we deal with and all of that, which is quite adventurous at times. Just get in here. See if I can aim this better so you can see how I take my chair apart. Right? Got this big van. When we bought it, we converted it to four-wheel drive and then gave it a little lift. Kind of wish I went with a bigger lift, but it'd be a little more, even more difficult to get in and out. So it's been a treasure to have, though. This van is seriously awesome. It's a Nissan NV passenger van. It's like a 13 passenger van, and then we converted it to 4-wheel drive. Shake some of that water off of it. Whew. So cold out there. My keys. Get out of the valet area too. Keep on parking people. Yeah, anyways, I had to come up here to the field today. Those who are still wondering what's up. It's just every, I guess 2 or 3 months, have to come up and get it refilled. And it's kind of a cool little device. It's weird if I let it get low while it's in me. There's a sensor in there that lets me know that I'm getting low if I missed my appointment or something to get a refill, and it like has an audible beep that you can hear coming from inside your body, which is a little disturbing sometimes. Um, yeah. Then like when it gets to when you've gone past the friend zone and you've really pissed it off, it starts buzzing and beeping more frequently and more fervently. So yeah, I got people lining up now behind me. Moved out of the way here. But yeah, Jenny, my nerve pain as well. So my baseline I consider is a 3, and I feel like I'm like a stubborn. I have a really high pain tolerance, and just like not trying to tout myself up or anything, but I've always had a really high pain tolerance, and just take giving into anything. So I'd probably say my 3 is probably like other people's like, I don't know, 5 or 6 or something. But it's like right to the point where I can at least focus and have a conversation with somebody and not be distracted by my pain. But when it starts to elevate a little bit from there, uh, yeah, I lose focus, and then I know I need to do one of my other treatments to help bring the pain back down to where I can regulate it. So I'm just gonna pull over out of the way so I can get through a couple of these questions before I hit the road. I don't want to have the camera going while I'm driving these treacherous roads. And so let's back in here out of the way for a second. Um, let's see. So just finished getting that pump refilled. So if you saw it, it wasn't that big of a deal. They just stick a long needle through my belly into that pump and pull the old medication out, and then put the new stuff in. So it worked pretty good. It's like it, they program that little puck thing, to deliver the medication at different intervals, different strengths or whatever. It's really customizable, but only customizable by them. So like if I like change it and try to like tone it down because I don't want that much medication in there, or I'm trying to like wean it down, and I'd love to get off of it and not have to do refills or feel tied to the hospital and all that stuff. But I don't think that's realistic. But anyways, what am I going to say here? Good enough, of course. Bounce back here a little bit. So again, if you have a question on any of this stuff with the arachnoiditis, or with the family, or with my paralysis, or a channel, or anything you want, something you have a question that we keep bypassing, do a super chat, hit it up on that, or you could also go all in and become a member that supports our page and be a part of our Wednesday morning show, our morning show where Andrea and I just get together, talk about different life things, different challenges, and every week is a little bit different. We just go through it, see how we do. But Andrea and I have been married for just over 8 years now. Just had our 8-year wedding anniversary. Do a quick sum up for some new people that are clicking through here. 9 years ago, I fell a little over 30 feet, broke my back, and broke it in several places. Oh, geez, Jenny, you got a rough story going on there. Um, when I broke my back, broke my pelvis, did a few things, made a mess of myself. Ended up being left with the paraplegia from the L1 level down, so about the belly button level down. I have different things that are affected. It's considered an incomplete injury, meaning that I do have some function and some different feeling and different things complete. So on paralysis, they have complete and incomplete. And of course, if you can imagine, complete would mean like completely severed, like no feeling, no movement, no nothing. Incomplete is a variation to whatever extent. I know people that have an L1 injury and can get up and walk. So yeah, um, it's just so different. The injuries are you can't compare any two injuries. Everything is so different. So, but anyhow, love the community we've got going on here. Look at everybody just handling everything going on. How's recovery going? So we are. Again, if I'm trying to scan back through this a little bit to get caught up before I hit the road to go home. But if I miss something and you're really curious about it, do it as a super chat. There's a feature on there you can do super chat or just sign up as a member. Um, Either way, it'll stand out better if you make a comment to me or have a question for me. And then Jenny, I saw that. I was thinking, let's see, oh no, I follow that too. Posted my face on a bathroom tile for in January. Not good. Stephanie, yeah, I'm sure pacemakers more complex if you're talking about in comparison to the Baclofen pump. Oh, leaning on the horn too much. I can't believe we got the live stream. Such an inspiration. Wow, thanks, Posh Pearls. Appreciate it. Yep, Instagram. David, I'm sure that's for somebody else's conversation there. And Posh Pearls. If you're asking how my recovery is going, geez, keep pushing on the horn. Again, I am 9 years post-injury. Still, every day is different. Every day is still a challenge, and things just are never the same. It's not like a consistent anything. But we're doing all right. We've got a plan together, and pretty much stick to what we've been doing, and it seems to work out really well. So yeah, we've got an amazing wife and amazing support at home, and so we just do our best to push along. Andrea is amazing. She's got her own set of struggles. Andrea has MS, so she gets worn out. She gets worn down pretty quick, but we work together pretty well, and between the two of us, we make almost a person. So, good working person. Um, to deal with it. Yeah. So true. So true, Denny. He's got to become a stubborn thing. Have I think if you're someone else, I hope you're alright. And Sylvia. Yeah, so Sylvia, I bet in some foreign country they have men or an operation that would help you if only someone that has this info would tell you. Meanwhile, keep doing what you're doing. There's amazing. Again, there's so many conversations going on. So Sylvia, if that's meant for me to answer, then yeah, I don't know what might be out there, what somebody else has. There's always that possibility. It seems like other countries have like experiment more into different things than we do here in the U.S. Are willing to let people experiment to avoid medicine or whatever the real reasons are. Posh Pearls. So, do you and your wife ever feel the need to educate the children on your illness and make them more accommodating? How does it work? Your family in general. Thank you very much. Those are awesome questions. Um, when I got injured, I had at the time she was like 18 months old, and so 6.5. My older daughter. Had the two of them. When I got out of the hospital, I was a single dad and would go to physical therapy at least 6 days, at least Monday through Friday, 5 or 6 days a week. I'd go do therapy. I'd like dedicated that first year to seeing if I could just get enough back to walk. But I would take when I had my girls, which I had joint 50-50 custody, so I would have them say like right now my ex has them every Monday, Tuesday. I have them every Wednesday, Thursday, and then the Friday, Saturday, Sunday just rotates between the two of us. So we have 5 days in a row. Two, anyways. I would take them to therapy with me. Um, I think it was an exceptional idea, and it allowed them to help see what I had going on. Even as little as they were learning like crazy how to be with it, how to help out or learn about it. They have sense. I think it's made them very aware of others in life. It's made them, what's the word I'm trying to think, compassionate. Um, but they, yeah, just that it was amazing to see him connect and help out and want to be a part of everything that went on. So yeah, we educate them in that way. We still teach them and talk about what's going on, just in general. It's not anything that we sit down and like everybody has a good idea of what's going on. But as far as some of the medications and things go, we don't want it to be super weird, so they have an idea of everything that we're doing. Um, it's a good question. Let's see, you had something else in there about way back here. Yeah, so I can hopefully summed it up. Again, if I'm getting kind of racketed on questions, so if I miss it, super chat it. There's a button on there to do super chat, and like for whatever fee, depending on how many letters you want to use or what you're using. I think it um, charges you more or whatever, but your question will stand out. And if you have something important, you want to throw it out there, do it. Feel free to. Also, we have our paying members, our group, our crew. You can join and be a part of that. If you do that, your questions stand out. Also, you have a icon there next to your name, and you get different stickers and things to throw on to stand out. And on our every Wednesday morning, we do a private chat, kind of like a morning show for our crew. our family here. So that's gonna end up being a super awesome thing. As soon as YouTube finishes figuring their program out, then it'll only be there to view and chat by members. Right now you can still see it, I guess, but you can't chat unless you're a paying member. But I think memberships you can do for like $2.99, or there's other amounts that you can do just to donate and support if you'd like. This is our full time job, just to be on here to share and educate and do what we're doing. And it seems to be a needed service. It's been really cool to see so much of our community come around it. It's been awesome. Thank you so much, you guys. There's so many of you saying nice things on here. Sorry if I don't give you a shout out. It's super cool. Thanks, David. You guys are awesome. Um, Life with Peyton. Thank you. You have an amazing channel. We try. Andrea does some serious, awesome editing. We feel like we do a lot of it guided by prayer, and hope that we're getting information and stuff out here to people who are really in need of it. And see, Jenny, some treatments I've wanted to get are denied by insurance. It is all about the money. It sucks. That's the one thing with stuff here in the U.S. too. And it seems like I know with Andrea's MS, there's a procedure that she did that her sister had to go to another country to get it done, and then she was able to get it done here, but some other, uh, labeled differently, so that insurance would pay for it. Um, but yeah, it's crappy. Our system is kind of broke that way. Um, Thanks, Anne. Anne, you're seriously so sweet. So, but yeah, anybody that is not signed up or not part of like a paying member, or if you have questions, you can look at the names that stand out with like different colors, or that have the badges next to their names. Those are our OGs. Those are our family in house that are signing up in support and are here all the time. You do that so that we can get to know each other better. It helps to connect for both of us. Let's see, Leon Gold. Hey, I'm from Germany, Heidelberg. I want to let you know that you're an amazing dad in person. Thank you. God bless you too. Really, my gosh, you guys, like this has been such an amazing experience. Both Andrea and I are like in tears at least once a day, reading people's messages on here. It is seriously it's just rocked our world to see the way that some of you have grabbed hold and have um, come into what it is we were wanting this channel to be in the beginning. So Jenny, it's all healed now. I hate those spasms. Makes me cry out like I'm being stabbed every time. Trying to train myself not to vocally respond to the pain stabs. Um, sorry. I'm sorry you have to deal with that too. It's a son of the gun. The pain hits so hard. Um, there's no way I could ever, like, you can't just, when mine hits it, anything over a 10, uh, I feel like I'm just going to explode from the inside out. The pain is so intense, and when I get done, my voice box is garbage just from screaming and grunting and calling out. And gosh, if you figure out how to be in there, then more power to you. But geez, yeah, I have some of the stabbing pains too. I tell Andrea it feels like somebody's got a knife stuck through the back of my hamstring on my left leg and like dragging it up, and then on my right, on the top of my quad, feels like it's like stabbed in and pulling across, and then like where they feel really heavy or being squoze or being really hot or cold. Or the worst one for me is the electric pain. It feels like I'm being electrocuted from like just having a wire like stuck in my leg and just um, going full on, just riding the lightning. Um, See, I'm honored your Abbas. Are you doing it right? Oh shoot, I don't know what's going on with Abbas. Hope you're okay. Oh, thanks, Jenny, again. Let's see if anybody else. Yeah, the pain is super exhausting when you have one of the main episodes. Jenny, I don't know if you have ever tried taking Ketorolac, injectable Ketorolac or Toradol. It's basically like beefed up ibuprofen when you're having like when your spasms get to that elevated point. Let me know if you've ever done that, if you've heard of that or used it, because it is serious. Seriously, that is the one thing I found that brings it back down for a minute. It lets me be able to reset, and it gets it back down to my normal level. But um, yeah, you got to let me know if you're doing it. If not, you need to. You need to get your doctor to prescribe it for you. And I talk to you more about the dosing and different things. If you haven't been doing it, it'll be life changing for you. But thank you. There's all sorts of sweet stuff in there. No spicy pain. Because so, Angela Castro, talking about family. Yes, I have siblings. Um, so I come from a large family, like 9 sibs. So I've got older sisters and brothers, and I've got 3 older sisters, 2 older brothers, and then 4 younger sisters. Um, Pretty big family that way. My mom and dad divorced when we were 16, but I guess all those, well, take one of those numbers out on the girls younger than me. The 3 younger than me are all, so my 3 youngest sisters, myself, my brothers, and everybody older is all from just mom and dad. And then I have a half sister down at the bottom of that um, line of crazy people. So we have a pretty big family. Um, Hope this makes it easier. Just, oh man, so freaking mean in advance. 49ers or Seahawks. Oh, we're talking. We're gonna get into that. Next thing will be politics. You gotta be careful when we're dancing around these lines. Um, let's see if I can get you up here. Hold on, Stephanie. So there you go. There's the super chat. Love to the family. You're so awesome. So Stephanie, you definitely don't need to be super chatting since you're already a subscriber or member. But love it, appreciate it. Angela, thank you. Seriously, you guys, thank you for the help. Super amazing. Thank you. Bob River, Max, thanks. Checking in, you guys. Um, let's see, no matter our age and lived, most important, have compassion, understand those lives lived in the person. Sorry. Um, Anne Marie, I can't stand the pain. Sometimes I feel like screaming. Scream, let it out. Geez, I'm embarrassed sometimes when I get vocal when we're around like people or out. Used to happen everywhere I went, like be at the grocery store and end up having to just double over and grab the shopping cart or the shelves on the side and just like scream, grunt, or like like trying to stifle a scream and just like grunting and whatever. It's horrible, crazy stuff. It's a pain, but I'm getting it now with this Baclofen pump. It gets to the point where we can control it for the most part and be out and about. Um, the neuropathy too. Okay, yes, Angela Castro. For sure, it can drive you insane. Um, yeah, let's talk about that. Like, it's hard. People, you can't see that, so you don't know what's going on. People can't look at you and just be like, "Oh, you're in tons of nerve pain." Yeah, it can be really disheartening and frustrating and all of that. Yeah, stay strong and yeah, just build that relationship with God and try to better your your life every day. Be a better person tomorrow than you were today. Um, Betty, thank you. I can't help but get teared up when people start putting emotion on it like that. Wenzel Muraj, I'm doing all right. All the way from Kenya. How are you? Thank you for being here. Prayers are priceless. Yes, they are, Stephanie. Hit that thumbs up. It's free. Yeah, always, right? Yeah, give us a thumbs up. Anybody that's on here, make sure you throw the likes on there or whatever. Thumbs up, anything you can do. 1 of 10. Oh, yes, you got a big family too. Um, lost both your parents now. My mom's still here. My dad passed away a couple years ago. Uh, Language 5-0. My dad, what did he do for a living? He kind of did a little bit of everything. He was like all sorts of sales stuff. He was like born to be a salesman, whether it was like cell phones or satellites or whatever the next help thing was. It's kind of different things that he did. I never really liked that, but he sure liked it. Couldn't get away from it ever. He always had the next big idea of what was going to make him money. Just had to join up or be a part of or come check this out. That would be frustrating. Your ceremony is such an inspiration. Thank you, guys. What did I miss on that one? Oh, Angela. Sorry, Angela. Angela Castro. If I slaughter your name too, sorry. If I slaughter your name, go ahead and feel free to just super chat and just lay it all out there. Just silly question. I always thought in my head that you seem like a king of the grill kind of guy. Are you a grill master? I love the grill. I've got a sweet grill. Like I didn't I didn't pay the price for it, but it's like a $1,500 grill that somebody sold me at a yard sale for super cheap. Love it. Love to work the grill. I do love cooking it. Andrea has mastered the steaks though recently. Um, we got a meat thermometer and started using that in our cooking, and oh my gosh, Andrea just cooks this the meanest, yummiest food. She's amazing. So yes, I love grilling. Take it to the grill. I love cooking some salmon, throw it on some cedar slabs and some steak. Yeah, I love it. Good stuff. Give me some meat. Um, Thanks, Ann. Uh, yeah, I'm gonna be heading home here in a minute. The snow's still coming down, non-stop all day. Kingston loves to play Fortnite. What's up, Kingston? Let's see, this does understand the struggle so much. That electric pain is horrible. I have it too. Maybe it's best we do vocalize. Yeah, you like Andrea's always worried like I'll clinch up and turn into just a ball of like ball that's ready to pop, like you know, like I don't know how to explain it. But my face probably goes beet red, holding my breath, like squeezing all the muscle that I have in me um, that I can. Hey Keegan, thanks for the super chat, appreciate it. Hope everything's going well for you. Thanks for being here. Um, Trying to get caught up to the bottom of this so I can end it and head home, but it's hard to answer everybody's questions and get out of here. Um, Emily S. You're gonna get me emotional too. Um, so sorry for what everything you've been through, but through this, you're such an encouragement for everyone. God's using you to shine His light. You're a wonderful father, and we can see that. Thank you. Obviously, we don't post our low points and struggles as much as things always seem to be good when we're talking about or we're sharing life. But um, I do love being a dad. I love taking care of my babies, and my kids mean the world to me. So does my beautiful wife. And Language 50 is killing me with the super chat. You're gonna have to answer that now. You super chat. Well, gosh. Um, Normally, I think I'd probably say 49ers, but I'm gonna say for the Seahawks for this one. So I don't follow sports like I used to. Um, I really don't. So um, it's gonna like lose. I'm gonna lose all my followers now. I'm all but out of here. Um, this one, love. So yeah, it's snowing here. It's snow time. Wintertime sucks in a wheelchair. Not gonna lie. Your push rims on the wheels on the rims on the tires gets super cold. As soon as you're outside, they just like conduct cold really well, and so your hands are freezing the whole time you're propelling anywhere. So you have to have gloves on, and then your hands are getting soaking wet from the snow melting, and um, can't hear you. I'm sorry, love. I'm trying to. Hopefully, you can. You're the first one that said anything about the sound. Hopefully, whoops, that's the horn. Hopefully, you guys can hear me okay. Maybe it's trying to connect to the car. Actually, that's probably what it's doing. Hold on, let me get it off of the car. 1 second. Let's see. All right, can you hear me now? You probably just saved everybody's day. So, yeah, it was connected to the car Bluetooth, so it probably wasn't great sound. Hopefully, you can hear it now. So, all right, so a little bit better. Um, Thanks for the heads up on that. Yeah, we never know unless you let me know. Let's see. I got behind again. I'm trying. You guys are trying to make it impossible to get out of here. Love, got hit by a car walking. Praise the Lord, I'm alive. The impact messed up my nerves in my back. I feel like sometimes I will not walk again. Are you currently able to walk? Like, how long ago was this accident? That sucks. Cars are not very soft. Horrible things to run into. These, I You guys are so kind, seriously. Thanks, Jenny. I really appreciate it. Same to you. And you know, it's anytime we get into the medical shadows, it gets expensive. There's so many. Keeps honking. That's me. I keep on leaning on the steering wheel. So like, see, I'm leaning over here. Usually, I'm holding the phone over here, and I keep leaning too far forward and hitting the horn. So that's me. Nobody else is rude, just me. But that comment earlier about my injury, who was saying that? And now we're here trying to. I need to do the magnesium bath. I have really made sure I'm doing a bunch of magnesium intake. So probably do a bath. Sounds like it'd be a winner type of a thing to do. Win-win. Alright, love in California. Hopefully it's nice there today. It's not very nice here today. Unless you like the snow. Let's see. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna try to get out of here so I can get back home to the fam. Would just leave it running, and it seems like half of you guys were all just in your own conversations anyways. But definitely don't want to get stuck. Definitely don't want to get stuck trying to be in a conversation in this weather. And if I keep that phone up on the dash, I'm gonna get Andrea to whip my something that rhymes with dash. So I won't be doing that. Let's see if anybody has any last minute questions, something that's really paramount in any way. Throw it out here before I ditch out. I do appreciate everybody that's been here, our regulars and members. Love it. Love seeing you guys. Love seeing the names that stand out. You guys are awesome, for real. Anybody that's new, thank you for coming by and checking out our channel. We just need everybody here to help it grow. It's been awesome. There's a lot of good people around here to chat with, to be in this struggle of life with. So come be a part of our page. Every once in a while, I need to just update in case somebody brand new is listening. So if you're here just learning about us, then Andrea and I, we've been married for 8 years. 9 years ago, I was in a construction accident that left me paralyzed. We have 6 kids all together, and then our channel is all about trying to just manage life through the challenges that we have with the disability, with the paraplegia, and also with Andrea with her MS and the limiting factors that throws in for her. Yeah, thanks, Jenny. I hate this. The car phone stuff never works that great. Any of these Bluetooth things all just work enough to say that they work, but nothing's been perfected yet. Let's see. People always ask to help me. I let them even though I need to practice. So yeah, Angela, that's awesome. See, you're gonna get me off on a tangent again, then I'll be stuck here again. But I know a lot of people. Hey, David. Thanks, Stephanie. A lot of people wonder if they should offer to help somebody when they see somebody, wheelchair or a walker or whatever. chat you later. I need to know more about the hockey puck. Yeah, if you have more questions and I didn't get you, feel free to reach out to me on email on thewheelchairdad.com and send a message to me there, and I'll chances are I'll be able to get to it if I didn't get you here. So yeah, sorry, see I keep on get off on these tangents, and we'll see. Oh, so back with asking for help. So it's crazy the amount of goodness that I see with people wanting to help with my situation in my chair. Like every day I have people offering to help, whether it's to hold the door or to push my shopping cart or help with my wheelchair. Jeez, I don't know. People are always there's always a good person around wanting to help out. So don't be afraid to ask or to help. Ask to help somebody out in a situation where they seem like they might. I hope you don't encounter the guys or girls that are like, no, I don't need you. Like, don't help me. Honestly, I think it gives everybody an opportunity to serve and draw closer to each other and draw closer to God through helping one another. Like, I think we need to do that. So I have some pretty funny stories of letting like little old ladies help me out too. So I just try to balance it out and go with what I'm feeling at the time. But you know, I have lots of people all the time helping or offering to help, and it's cool. The way people ask is, you know, they've been real generous and cautious, I guess, too, and making sure that they don't offend in some way. But holy cow, what do we got going on here? Let's see. Super chat. Holy cow, how did I miss you? Language 5-0. Wow, you did not need to do that. That is seriously. Thank you. Be proud, my friend. You have shown the world what it truly means to be a father and a husband. Never change. Good answer. Thanks. Appreciate it. That's really kind of you. Thank you. Yeah, you guys. You guys are good people. But yeah, if you see somebody you want to help out, ask. You know, just ask if you can help. Don't be offended if they dismiss your attempt to help them. You know, sometimes. Let's see. I know I better get going. I get embarrassed when people ask if I need help. I feel so useless. See, and it's so different, Maria. And I don't think. Gosh, I hope that. Oh my gosh! Stop! Seriously, dude. Language 5-0. Thanks. Really, it's, appreciate it. Thank you. So, yeah, Maria, you need to allow people to just help you. Nobody's asking to help you because they think you're weak or sorry, you guys are killing me. Yeah, for real, like I think the opportunity to let people serve one another has to be there. Like God's working a bigger plan and is using you and me, whatever, anybody else that he can to plant those little seeds and water them with that little bit of hope into somebody else's life, and definitely people aren't doing it because they think you're weak or unable to. I have little ladies offering to help me. I have kids offering to help. I have great big macho, uh, jacked up gym dudes and military honchos, like everybody, men, women, asking to help. And I think it's just the good in people that want to stop it, Stephanie. It's just the snow in here. Anyways, like, people should have that opportunity. I guess the one thing I would say, if you're wanting to help somebody out, like, let that start, maybe opening your awareness even more, not just to somebody that's like obviously like disabled, or challenged with a disability of some sort. I know Andrea and I used to talk when she was pregnant. We both head to the grocery store, and people would be offering to help me out while I love pushing the shopping cart and the kids and doing everything. And people flock over to try and help me out, and they can see, like, Andrea, when she's struggling, like she would be pregnant and dealing with another baby and trying to push like a big shopping cart too. Like, people just like put blinders on, I think, sometimes, and I think we just all need to be more aware of one another, and not just the obvious situations like somebody with a disability that you can help out, but maybe take that and be a little more brave the next time you see somebody just struggling, the next time you see just a fellow human struggling with something. Like, be willing to just ask if they need help. Might catch you off guard, and might, definitely help catch them off guard, and just give somebody let God work through you no matter what it is. Like, if you're feeling like you should ask to help somebody, then shoot, like, just do it. Like, let that happen, and like, you'll be blessed for it. That person will get blessings because of it. It's going to enhance their life. Like, anytime you feel better because you've had a chance to serve and be kind to somebody, like, it definitely makes a difference in how you act through the rest of your day or days. And just foster it, fester it, let it grow. Like, do good, and then keep on doing it. So, anyways, yeah, what else can I say on that? I think I'm gonna cut this short. I'd love to just sit here and keep on chatting. Seriously, been really nice being able to hang out, talk to you guys all a little bit. And again, I'm just gonna be driving home, so I don't want to be putting anybody in harm's way with trying to multitask with the camera running or anything. So just heading down onto the main road, so I'm not worried right now. So just have to start getting home. I miss my babies and my mama. Baby's mama. Love you, Andrea. I'll be home in a little bit if you're listening. When I get off here, I'll shoot a phone call to you also. But yeah, much love and respect to all of you. Thanks, everybody that's been here today, that spent time asking questions and just being a part of our project. Um, let's see. Gosh, okay. See, I need to get off of here before language 5-0 ends up broke, or I end up not being able to see to get home. So, seriously, you've been way too kind. All of you, language 5-0. I really appreciate the super chat, and it's very kind of you. So I love you guys all. Please be there for the next time we go live, but subscribe and follow, and if you be a part of our weekly Wednesday morning show too. We'd love to have you guys join and be a part of that. We're debating on switching the times around, find something else later that might help people a little bit more. So if you have an opinion on what time frame would work better, feel free to input that, and we can kind of mull it over, and we're just trying to figure it out. So things might change around a little bit. One thing that won't change is the fact that we're going to be doing more shows or more live time like that. So much good happens in these things. So for real, love you guys. God bless everybody, and we will chat again soon. Thanks for signing up there too, language 5-0. Just saw that. Awesome. Yes, Abbas, seriously, there is so much you can do to bless other people's lives. I get, like, financially, I'm nowhere into being able to just help people out with money in any way. But I feel like our efforts in this channel have blessed many lives, or allowed God to at least work through our channel in so many ways. So you're right, you definitely don't need to have the financial resources to bless people. There's so many different angles and ways blessings can come, but it's just nice to be able to answer that feeling when it's coming your way, and whatever it is that you've got that you can offer to help somebody with. And if it's your time, if it's your helping somebody open a door for a second, or trying to love bomb somebody with super chats, it's all there, it's all the same. So again, love you guys. I'm gonna go so I don't get tempted to keep trying to look at this phone. Talk to you guys all later. Really, thanks for everybody's continued support. Love it. It's so amazing. Let's see if I can-